everyone, welcome to the Captain Drone YouTube channel. My name is Steve and this would be the brand new FlyWing EC-135. This is a 470 scale helicopter. And as you can see, this is modeled after the real helicopter from Airbus, the EC-135, and it's an awesome replica. But the benefit is that you can fly this. This is an RC helicopter and it's designed for beginners, first-time pilots, as well as professional RC helicopter pilots. Let me tell you a little bit about it before I show you my awesome video of this thing in flight. So first off, we have 4 blades and they are carbon fiber and nylon based, and they do have a little bit of a rod in them to keep them durable. For the main rotor, we have a 3508 brushless motor, and check out the tail rotor. I don't know of any RC helicopters that have a beautiful fan like that as a tail rotor. That looks so scale. That's a brushless motor as well. Yeah, it's a 2008 brushless motor, but look at this thing. It is so highly detailed, and it's even got a transparent canopy. So if you want to put a little man in there, you can. It does run on a 4S battery. They do include a 5,000 milliamp hour 4S LiPo battery with this. That's the capacity, 5,000 milliamp hours. That's going to get you 20 minutes of runtime. If you want to put a larger battery, you can to get longer flight times. That battery goes to a 60 amp ESC, and that 60 amp ESC runs the main rotor as well as this beautiful tail rotor, and it has no issues doing it. This does come in a ready to fly kit along with this beautiful 10-channel radio transmitter. I've shown it many times in the past. This thing has a range of around a mile with this helicopter and receiver inside. Now let me bring this close to me and tell you the following. Now I can get more of it in the picture. So there's some goofballs out there that live in their parents' basement that think these FlyWing helicopters are made out of foam. Nope, they're made out of fiberglass and aluminum and plastic. And yes, if you smash them in the concrete, they will break. But these things have an M10 GPS built in them, and they've been on the market for so long in different models and different variations, and they're all flown by beginners as well as pros, and it's very rare that anyone crashes them unless it's pilot error. You have to really want to crash this to crash it. Now the great thing for beginners is that this can fly in stabilized mode. Stabilized mode means this thing will never flip upside down unless you flick a switch on the remote to get it to go upside down, but no, it's going to stay stabilized. It also has manual mode, which they call 3D mode, and that's for advanced pilots that know what they're doing, because as soon as you put it in manual mode, there's no stabilization. If this thing wants to flip upside down because you're doing that, it's gonna do it. All right, so now we're gonna get to my review video. I'm gonna take it for a flight in GPS stabilized mode. You're gonna love how it flies, and it looks so stunning in the air. Then I'm gonna have Jedi Steve fly it in manual mode, and he's gonna whip this around the skies, and it looks really, really cool, very scale. Then I'll show you what you get in the box when this arrives. It's ready to fly out of the box. That's the great thing. These blades, oh, did I tell you these blades when I showed the unboxing? These blades are that new system where you just push a blade in, turn it, and pull it out. So you can go to the field with only 1 or 2 blades on it, get to the field so that it fits in your car, get to the field, and then put these blades back on, push in, turn, release, and they are on. Anyways, let's get to my review.
What's going on?
No way. Oh no, we have the guy doing the line. All right, we're out at the field with the Heli, and I'm about to take it for its maiden flight. It's pretty simple. It's right out of the box. There's no GPS calibration, nothing. Just charge up the battery, put the battery inside, which I've already done, and then take this remote, put batteries in the back, and power it on, and you're all good. So for this first flight, before we get started, this little switch here is gonna go on stop, S-T-O-P, and this switch over here is just gonna sit wherever you want. It doesn't matter. So I'm just gonna leave it all the way up where it says normal. This switch over here is gonna go on GPS, and this switch over here, make sure it's all the way up and on normal. Then take these 2 buttons, push them in together, and the display will come to life. When you're looking at the display on your radio, you're going to see it says TX and a long bar. That bar is a picture of a battery showing how much power is remaining in this transmitter. Below that, you're going to see a question mark. You're going to see a question mark until you plug in the battery on the Heli. So now we pull our canopy off, and the battery is already sitting here. I have plugged it in, or I should say Velcroed it in place earlier, so it's already sitting there. You just put it all the way to the front so that it's touching the edge of the balsa board. Then plug this cable in. You'll see everything start flashing. It should do a little dance. I'm just going to let it do its dance before I put the nose back on. There, it's starting to do its dance. maybe one more dance, and I think we are pretty much done. Okay, so now it's gonna get the GPS signal, and right down here is a flashing light, and you want that light to flash until it turns solid green. When it goes solid green, that's gonna mean a GPS lock. So we'll just wait for that to happen. There we go. It didn't take long because this GPS is very modern. So it probably takes you maybe the first time you fly 10 seconds, 15 seconds to get a solid lock. So now I'm gonna pick up my radio, and you'll see below where we had a question mark before, we now see what looks to be an antenna. I don't know if you can see that, see the bars? Tiny bars there going all the way up like a big ramp up to high. So that means that is your reception, means the battery's good, and that's the reception between this radio and that baby. As long as you see bars on there, you have connection. Now for our flight, I'm just gonna spin this around so it is facing this way and the tail's back to me. And for everybody at home, if you're watching, right over here as I walk around, this is an Insta360 Go camera. I stuck it on the side so I can provide you footage as it's flying away from me. So I'm just gonna double check my switches again. On the left, this one is on stop. This one is on normal, the next one in. And over here, we're on GPS. And over here, we're on normal. So to start this baby up, you pull these joysticks down and count to 5. I'll get close so you can see it happening. So, all right, here we go. I'm gonna pull these down and out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release, flick this switch to run, and here we go. Let it spin up until it sounds really good. Move your left joystick up slightly. She'll go up. There we go, I'll straighten it out. I've got it sitting on top of a camera so you can see how stable it is. And yeah, so that's how stable it is with GPS. I'm walking beside it here. We've got Jedi Steve over there with a camera. All right, so this thing looks pretty stunning in the air. So let's take it for a flight. Pick up and forward. All right, nice and slow. And then since I have Jedi Steve with the camera over to my right, I'm gonna bring it back sort of at me. Just hop out of the way, Jedi Steve, if it's coming at you. I'm going nice and slow here. All right, let's turn it around. And we'll take it up a little higher. And I'll go full blast forward. That's full blast forward, right through the sun. I'm blinded, hopefully that forward camera catches it. And then I'm gonna turn it around. And full blast forward right at me. Coming at me, full blast. There we go, Jedi Steve, you got that? There we go. This is all designed for beginners, so for me this is really simple to fly. I'm gonna get it to film me. I'm gonna put it up right about there. I'm gonna spin it around. Camera's looking at me, and I'm gonna put it in an O fly circle. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. O. There we go. Let's see if it goes around me. I am the point of interest. I don't know if the camera can see me, I'm over here. But it's going around in a circle really nice. I'm not doing anything. There we go, and to stop it, just push this little joystick all the way forward. So I'm gonna go forward. There we go. And now, let's bring it back out of the sun. We'll put it over here, not too high. And I'm gonna face it like this, and I'm gonna do a figure 8. You ready? Pull this switch all the way down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, figure 8. Here we go. Going around me. And then when it gets back to where it began, it's gonna go in the opposite direction. So here we go. Opposite direction. And go. There you go, baby. And then as it comes back, it will repeat itself. As it gets to the center, it's gonna go and do the turn in the opposite direction. So I'll let it go around one last time, and then I'll get this ready to stop. So to stop it, you're gonna push this all the way to the top. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. There we go. She stops. There's the brakes. And the last thing I want to show you before I take it for a 3D flight, or should I say Jedi Steve over there is gonna take it for a 3D flight. Last thing to show you is the return to home. So I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna crank it a little bit up, and we're gonna go full blast forward. Take it away out there to the park, splash park. There we go, return to home. I just take this return to home switch and I go all the way up, and the heli will go up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Going up. Goes up. And it should come back and land on the landing pad. We'll see if it even comes close to the landing pad. Remember, it got satellites extremely fast, so I don't know if it had 9 satellites, 4 satellites, or like 2 satellites, but it got them quick. Coming down. The sun's in my eyes. I'll move out of the way. Let's see. Is it over the landing pad? Is it over the landing pad? It's coming down. There we go, and she's down, and the motor shut off. And we'll just let that stop. There we go. So now, Jedi Steve, come on over here. You can stop filming. I'm just gonna take your camera and I'm gonna hold like this. So behind me is Jedi, come on behind me, you have to get in the camera. Jedi Steve, and he's gonna take this baby for a 3D flight. So here we go.
There you go, Steve. So we got it on 3D mode. So let's hope for the best and go manual. There we go. All right, up we go. All right, so here we go. So far, so good. Doing little basic maneuvers. Responds the way it should. Flies nice. Feels light on the control, so which is a good feeling. We got lots of head speed. There's finer adjustment I would do, which you can do with the program. Because right now it's set up so it wants to stabilize itself when it's got a chance, which is good for when you're learning. When you're used to it, you probably want to dial that down a bit. But definitely very flyable, very nice. Easy to fly scale. Sounds very good too, very, I find it very quiet. Might be the 4-bladed setup, which makes it a little quiet somehow. All right, so we'll try to do some speed pass. So I'll try to go at a good clip back and forth. Well, let's try that, Steve. Here we go. Speeds up fast.
All right, Jedi Steve.
One piece.
Yes, stay back there. Tell me your thoughts really quick.
Very nice. Like it. Just finer adjustment that I would do for my personal taste. But like all these FlyWings copters, very, very nice.
Here we have the beat up box that my EC-135 arrived in. The Heli is packaged extremely well, so no worries about damage. First item in the box is the quick start guide, followed by the radio. You'll notice that the joysticks sit in the center, so you can switch this radio from a mode 1 to mode 2 if you desire. The radio operates on 4 AA batteries, and those batteries are not included. Next we have our EC-135, and it's pretty much ready to fly. You will need to install the blades. Simply take any of the blades, push them into the head, twist, and then release. And then your EC-135 is almost ready to fly. Next, you must charge up the battery. Simply plug your power cable into the charger and the other end into the wall. If the switch on the charger is on storage, change it so it says charging. Then plug the balance cable into the charger and your battery will charge. A long USB cable is provided in case you want to adjust the parameters of the flight controller. A binding plug is included just in case you use a different radio with the receiver. And finally, a metal multi-tool is included in case you want to take the heli apart. Alright, you're back to me and I'll show you something really cool. This helicopter, in my opinion, is the biggest helicopter from FlyWing currently. Now, if I compare this against other helicopters, you can see there's slight differences in size. So let me show you. So starting with the EC-135, it has a slim body, but that huge tail rotor, that big prop in the back, makes this thing look enormous. Next one in size would be the BO-105. It has a super bulbous canopy, and that makes it look pretty big, but when you compare the tail rotor, it looks small compared to the EC-135. Next one down in size would be the Huey, and I do have the gray version as well as the green version. You can see that the body on the Huey is quite fat. It's a good length, but it doesn't sit very high off the ground. And if you take a look at the Bell 206, the red and white one, it's the same size and length as the Huey, however it has a thinner body so it looks a little bit smaller. Now let me give you my positives and negatives. The first positive is this thing looks stunning. You saw it in flight, it looks stunning. You cannot disagree with that. Next thing, it's simple to fly for beginners and you cannot disagree with that. It flies itself. It's really, really easy to fly. Next bonus, it comes in a ready to fly kit with the battery, the charger, the radio, everything else, and you basically take it out of the box, put the batteries in this radio, charge up the battery for the heli, and go fly. No GPS calibration required. It does it all for you. And the last positive is, as a beginner flying this, as your skills progress and you get much more confident with flying this, you could, if you wanted to, attempt to fly it in manual mode. You know, take off, then land, take off, then land. Don't go too high until you get your skills. And then you can progress farther and farther and farther with your skills. So this allows you to do that. So that's a positive. And the only negative I have is this radio. FlyWing loves to use this radio with all their products. I wish they would switch to another radio and a different receiver so that this could talk to you and give you the call outs for how much voltage is remaining or battery percentage, flight time, you know, all that good stuff we have with modern radios. This does not have voice, and the receiver they use and connect back and forth, it's not as sophisticated as that. But if you have a really good radio and you know what you're doing, you can use your own really good radio and bind it to this, and then use your really good radio that can talk to you and send you all the information and put your own receiver in here as well. So for now, I just want to say that I received this model from Stirlingkit, so I'm going to put links below to Stirlingkit, and you can go check this model out on their website. I think it comes with 1 battery, 2 batteries, or 3 batteries. If you get it with 1 battery, you can go buy your other batteries off of Amazon, but if you want to get all 3 batteries, you can order it with 3 batteries. And with all that said, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. I would appreciate that. And if you have questions on this product, post your questions below. I'll get back to you. But for now, I say thanks for watching. Catch you in the next awesome video. Until then, bye!